in these otherwise desolate skies. For 70 years, the United States Navy has trained half of all its jet pilots here at the Kingsville Naval Air Station. But recently, radar has been detecting something new in the air. A potential intruder, a potential threat.
Our pilots are pretty good. We're not going to fly into these things.
But deep in the Naval Command Center, these things create confusion because on radar, they look just like a Navy jet.
Now you have the issue of where's the airplane and what's the interference, and can I segregate the two? What happens if there's two airplanes close by? Can I keep them in the interference separated safely so we don't have a mid-air collision?
It turns out what the radar is actually detecting are these wind turbines. There are 164 of them within a 25-mile radius of the Naval Air Station, with plans for 1,400 more.
You're looking at something that's roughly twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. This one's probably about 600 to 700 homes. It's a 2.3 megawatt turbine.
Greg Wortham with the Texas Wind Energy Clearinghouse says hundreds of wind turbines are on schedule to be built this year near Kingsville. The wind farms will keep electric bills down and the local economy up.
These projects mean so much to school districts, to hospital districts, to counties in terms of the tax revenue, sales tax revenue to communities, the jobs that they can keep in these regions.
And the reason it's happening here along the Texas coast is because of the wind. Wortham calls it peak performance wind.
Which means as people turn on their air conditioners in Corpus Christi, Houston, San Antonio, the energy force of the wind is picking up here almost exactly on the same level.
The Navy says it's the same wind that keeps its training program afloat.
We have a tremendous asset down here. It's our wind. We have good wind. Same reason why we want to fly here. We need that wind to simulate the aircraft carrier environment, which is arguably the hardest thing in aviation today.
Captain Mark McLaughlin says his base is willing to work with wind farm developers. The Navy is already working on new radar technology and is studying wind turbine formations in hopes of finding ways to mitigate the problem. But the Navy says it will take time and is asking green energy developers to move slowly.
We really need to work with these developers, and we are, to let them get what they need, the wind, without impacting our missions down here.
But developers say with shipments of wind turbine parts coming in daily, now is the time to capitalize, especially with the uncertain future of federal subsidies.
All of South Texas and the coast need this energy.
The Navy says there's enough room for both in the Texas skies, but the radar technology needed now has yet to take flight. And until it does, the Navy will do whatever it takes to protect its mission. Brian Nuke, Eyewitness News.